with winning. Altman was the reason the world got ChatGPT. Hassabis was the reason we got it so quickly. Their journey has not only defined today's race, but also the challenges coming our way, including a daunting struggle to steer AI's ethical future when it is under the control of industry giants. Hassabis risked scientific ridicule when he established DeepMind, the first company in the world intent on building AI that was as smart as a human being. He wanted to make scientific discoveries about the origins of life, the nature of reality, and cures for disease. Solve intelligence and then solve everything else, he said. A few years later, Altman started OpenAI to try to build the same thing, but with a greater focus on bringing economic abundance to humanity, increasing material wealth, and helping us all live better lives, he tells me. This can be the greatest tool humans have yet created, and let each of us do things far outside the realm of the possible. Their plans were more ambitious than even the craziest Silicon Valley visionaries. They planned to build AI that was so powerful it could transform society and make the fields of economics and finance obsolete. And Altman and Hassabis alone would be the purveyors of its gifts. In their quest to build what could become humankind's last invention, both men grappled with how such transformative technology should be controlled. At first, they believed that tech monoliths like Google and Microsoft shouldn't steer it outright, because they prioritized profit over humanity's well-being. So for years and on opposite sides of the Atlantic Ocean, they both fumbled in the dark for novel ways to structure their research labs, to protect AI and make benevolence its priority. They promised to be AI's careful custodians. But both also wanted to be first. To build the most powerful software in history, they needed money and computing power, and their best source was Silicon Valley. Over time, both Altman and Hassabis decided they needed the tech giants after all. As their efforts to create superintelligent AI became more successful, and as strange new ideologies buffeted them from different directions, they compromised their noble goals. They handed over control to companies who rushed to sell AI tools to the public with virtually no oversight from regulators, and with far-reaching consequences. The concentration of power in AI would lead to reduced competition, and herald new intrusions into private life and new forms of racial and gender prejudice. Already today, if you ask a popular AI tool to generate images of women, it'll make them sexy and scantily clad. Ask it for photorealistic CEOs, and it'll generate images of white men. Ask for a criminal, and it will often generate images of black men. Such tools are being woven into our media feeds, smartphones, and justice systems, without due care for how they might shape public opinion. The pair's journey was not all that different from 2 centuries ago when 2 entrepreneurs, named Thomas Edison and George Westinghouse, went to war. Each had pursued a dream of creating a dominant system for delivering electricity to millions of consumers. Both were inventors turned entrepreneurs, and both understood that their technology would one day power the modern world. The question was this: whose version of the technology would come out on top? In the end, Westinghouse's more efficient electrical standard became the most popular in the world. But he didn't win the so-called War of the Currents. General Electric did. As corporate interests pushed Altman and Hassabis to unleash bigger and more powerful models, it was the tech titans who came out as the winners. Only this time, the race was to replicate our own intelligence. Now the world has been thrown into a tailspin. Generative AI promises to make people more productive and bring more useful information to our fingertips through tools like ChatGPT. But every innovation has a price to pay. Businesses and governments are adjusting to a new reality where the distinction between real and AI-generated is a crapshoot. Companies are throwing money at AI software to help displace their employees and boost profit margins, and a new breed of personal AI devices that can conduct an unimaginable new level of personal surveillance is cropping up. The second half of this book lays out those risks, but first I'll explain how we got here, and how the visions of 2 innovators